Hey friends, it is good to be filming for this channel again. You would not believe that I filmed this entire video and a second one that was like a follow-up to it last weekend. I had about 3 hours of footage, and when I sat down to edit it, the silliest thing, there was like a cowlick that was out of place the entire time, and it was bothering me so heavy that I just scrapped both videos. I mean, like, hello, what kind of maniacal thinking is that? We've been up close and intimate where you have seen my pores, you've seen me without makeup, and I had like a cowlick that just completely disabled my entire ability to edit myself. So anyway, let's roll on with this video. I wanted to share what have I been loving lately, like over the past month or so that I wanted to share. And it's been a bunch of stuff. I've had one little fail. So my one fail, this is in the audiobook area. I want to talk about audiobooks and movies, and then we'll go to all the fun products next. In the world of audiobooks, you might remember that I started a book called The Alice Network. I forget the author, Kate Quinn, is that right? Anyway, I'll put the thumbnail of the the picture of the audiobook somewhere on screen here. It's set somewhere after like World War I and in between World War II, and it was going back and forth between characters and time periods. And I think I've shared before that when that happens, hold on a second, this light, what's happening? Okay, that's a little more natural looking. I wanted the white and the yellow light instead of just the white. Anyway, I couldn't keep up. I couldn't keep up with the time travel and the voices from different characters, and it just didn't capture my interest. And here's the sad part, that because I couldn't get into that audiobook, I ended up not listening to any audiobook except that one in fits and starts for probably 2 months. And that's not like me. I like to have a good audiobook going at any one point in time. So I had about 8 hours left on that book. I forget how long it is. And I finally just gave up. Like, that's one of the rules that I have for myself this year. I'm going to stop earlier when things are not working out, rather than trying to like express grit and like work through it with determination and stick-to-itiveness and commitment. No more. If I'm not enjoying something and I've given it a good go, I just need to cut loose quicker. So I ended up deleting that. Thank you. And I downloaded a book that I'm actually enjoying more now. It's called Chasing Fireflies, and it's set in the South. It has a really horrific opening scene that I nearly gave up on the book about. I was like, I can't do this. It's an abuse scene with a little kid. And I get very, very angry when I see or hear or learn about abuse of any kind. And I almost gave up on this book. I was like, there's no way I'm going to make it to the book if this is the content. Like, I literally could feel my blood pressure rising as I'm listening to the horrific beatings that this little boy endured. But that part of the book lasted all of 2 minutes. And then it moved on. And so it's in a better place, and it's starting to build up suspense about like what's happening with the characters and all of that. It's considered like good old Southern US literature. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm back into the audiobook game. So I will keep y'all posted on that. And then on the movies and TV front, so I think I've shared, my husband likes to watch action movies where the bad guy goes down. Like, that's his thing. He wants to see the heroes take down the bad guy, and he loves fight scenes and things blowing up and the bad guy getting taken down and beat up and all of that. And that, you know, brings him like a sense of justice in the world. And I prefer movies that are maybe more emotional sagas. Like, I love the movie Osage County. Is that what it was called? But it's set in Osage County, and Julia Roberts has this amazing cast, and it's heart-wrenching and it's hard to watch, but it's so, so good. I like movies like that are dramatic, that have a lot of emotion wrapped up, where you're like enthralled with what's happening with all the characters. So we kind of found a compromise and we watched the Barbie movie. Have you seen the Barbie movie? It is so good. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. There's a part of the movie that I didn't care for, and I'll share that in a minute. But I really, as a former Barbie fan, I mean, I wasn't a fanatic. I didn't like collect all the Barbies and had like every edition from every year and all of that. But I was a little girl that really enjoyed getting a good few Barbies for Christmas, and like one of the accompanying toys, like the Jeep or the house or the little pool or something like that, whatever my parents could afford that year. The Barbie pool was my favorite. I mean, I loved filling up the pool. Did I fill up the pool, or did I just fill up our sink? I might be like romanticizing that. Maybe we just played in like our sink and put the Barbies in the sink, and that was the pool. Maybe I wanted the pool. Anyway, I love Barbie. The movie itself opens up with just the cutest scene of Barbie, who is Margot Robbie, in her Barbie house. And it's the cutest little things, like she's drinking out of a Barbie cup, but nothing's coming out of the cup. It's just the motion. And it takes you back to being a kid and playing with all the little accessories that Barbie and Skipper and Ken and all the friends came with, and making them, drink and do their hair and carry things, like a purse or whatever, all of the little things. It is the cutest, cutest set for the movie. And the interaction between the characters is fantastic. Ryan Gosling is amazing. Margot Robbie's character, all of the accompanying cast is great. I forget the woman's name that plays, I want to call her Issa because that's how I knew her from a different show. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting her name. She's phenomenal. She plays like the president of Barbie World or whatever. And Will Ferrell is in it. Any movie that has Will Ferrell has my heart because he's like funny. He has me in stitches all the time. I really adored the movie. It was fun and lighthearted. What I didn't care for is this really overt, strong theme of like feminism and women empowerment, which I'm all for, but when it's shoved in your face, scene after scene, in a very sort of cliche, pedantic way, it gets a little old. So that part of things was like, all right, we get it. We get the women empowerment theme, get back to like the cuteness of the movie. Like every scene then became about that all the way to the end, to the point where you're just like, I've had enough of like the message being shoved in your face. I get it. I'm there. I've had enough. Let's get back to the creative dialogue. So that was my one critique about Barbie, but what a freaking cute movie, and a lot cuter than I thought it was going to be. So we watched it here at home. So then I wanted to give you an update on my handbags. I shared a few of the Kate Spade ones that I purchased last time. I purchased one more Kate Spade, and then I purchased a Strathberry bag that I had my eye on. So I wanted to show you those and tell you about how much I love those, and then share with you the storage system that I figured out for standing them upright and having them accessible quickly. So I forget what this bag is called, like the name of it, and it's actually out on the Kate Spade outlet site now. They have it in this color black. They have it in like a brown camel leather color, and I think an off-white or white color. And I think it's supposed to mimic, I forget the name of the Chanel bag, but it's a quilted Chanel bag. But I adore this bag. It behaved so well. It's nicely structured and sits on its own. It doesn't have feet or anything, but I like the quilting. It doesn't scratch easily, which I appreciate, although my little clumsy self went ahead and scratched it the first time I took it out. I mean, y'all, this is my life, right? But I do love the raised up Kate Spade logo. I like that it has a nice back pocket here. I like that it has this pocket that fits my phone and whatnot here. And then it's like an open section, an open compartment with one little zipper pocket that I put like unmentionables in, like a tampon or something like that back in there, and keys that I don't want people to be able to reach easily, and it snaps closed. And what I especially love is this feature where it's called convertible, where you could wear it just over your shoulder, or you could lift up, and it happens really easily, and then put it like under the shoulder. Of course, I can't show y'all because I'm super short. Or you could wear it crossbody, which is what I usually do, like when I'm shopping and so forth, because I like it easily accessible but secure to myself and out of the way. I don't like my bag swinging really low on my shoulder. So this has been a keeper. And friends, I have really been trying to resist going back to the outlet site and getting the one in camel, because I have another couple of camel handbags that it would be duplicative, but this is a really, really good bag. And I think it's sitting out on the outlet site for like $100 and somewhere between $130 and $150, and it's normally over $400. So I really, really am impressed with this purchase, the quality of it, the sturdiness of it, and the way that it handles. And then I researched a bunch of handbags, especially from overseas, and landed on wanting one from a company called Strathberry, which the buzz about it is that the royals in the United Kingdom carry these bags. They're so cute, super high quality. That was the big thing for me. Like I wanted, if I'm going to spend several hundred or more, because I'm still not in the like spending thousands phase, maybe one day, but not right this second. I'm still like, I don't know if I want to spend thousands on a handbag quite yet. Maybe when I turn 50, I'll treat myself to a bag that I really want or something like that. But in the meantime, I really want this. And it comes with like a little tote that you can use for whatever, which I'll probably just use for groceries. And wait till y'all see this cutie patootie. Of course, I have forgotten what the name of the bag is, but it's a mini version of whatever the name of the bag is. How stinking cute is this? So this is like one of the signature features of these bags. A lot of them come with this bar. So instead of getting a second handle, you get the bar and you hold it like so. shut the front door. This is like the cutest thing ever. This is navy and like croco print. Really pretty. I don't ever love when the name of the bag is just like, I like the Kate Spade one because it's like a metal piece that's put on there. This is just stamped on. So I don't like that about any of the bags that do that, the Teddy Blake bags or anything like that. And then you open it like that. I guess these are called dome bags. I haven't used this yet. And it has a strap that you put on the D-rings and you can use this crossbody and all of that. But I have a breakfast date with my gal friends next Saturday, and I'm gonna take this little cutie with me. I love this. So this one was, for me, pricey. For y'all, if you, but by the way, look at the little things on the bottom, the little feet. I think this one was, I got it on sale for $4 something, maybe like $4.30 or $4.50 or something. And this size works for me. They have a bigger one, like a tote size one, and they have a little nano. The nano is probably a little too small. I have a big phone. So anyway, y'all, I'm very, very pleased with these. And then I figured out a storage system because I'm up to like, I already had probably 5 or 6 handbags that I kept from the last declutter, if you remember. 5 or 6 handbags were lucky enough to make it in the game of Handbag Survivor. And then after that, from Christmas to today, I've purchased maybe a handful of bags like what I just showed you, and then 2 like computer tote bags that I will use for work. So all told, I probably have about 10 bags, and I wanted a place to, in a way, to stand them upright so that they're not all just kind of thrown in a corner in dust bags. And I figured out this storage system here from Amazon. So I have cleared off a shelf, and I need to build that out tomorrow and like position the bags. And if I do that in time for this video, I will show you what that looks like. So friends, I am like tickled to death with the handbags that I have selected, and I'm really, really enjoying them. I did wear some of the Kate Spade ones that I showed you in a previous video. And those are, well, one of them, let me show y'all something. So this bag I have carried, this is called a Dumpling from Kate Spade, and it's in this like beigey croco leather color. And I really, really like the style of this bag and the fact that it sort of sits upright and it's got a lot of room in it. The one annoying thing, which is something I actually thought that I would love, is it's got a lot of pockets, which is normally a good thing, right? But when you realize that like the front pocket is pretty stiff and small, and I'm like scraping my ring every time I go in there because I'm left-handed. And then the center thing, you know, you can put your keys and stuff in there. You can put stuff in there that you don't have to access a lot. But the point is that the compartments in here are a little bit more cramped than maybe I thought they would be. And that's not an awful thing. It's slightly annoying. That said, I still like the bag and think it's pretty, and I'm glad that I got it. I don't like these things on the side. I think these are, we could have done without that. And that's, in fact, look at me already thinking about like, can I cut them off? Can I cut them? You know what? It would not be beyond me to take a little pair of scissors deep in there where nobody could see and cut these little stupid things off, because I think it's a lot classier looking without that nonsense hanging on the side. So that's that. Next thing has been splurging a little bit here and there on some luxury items that I like. Luxury for me, maybe you may not think that. I mentioned in a previous video that one of the things I was not going to buy this year was makeup unless it was new or different or innovative. And so I did find one product that I have been wanting to try, and I actually have it on my face now. And I'm gonna tell y'all, this is after probably 12 hours of good wear. And it is this Makiage I Woke Up Like This foundation. Woke Up Like This. This is in the color 155, which is nice and kind of like caramelly for when I am self-tanned, which I am right now. I really, really love how natural and luminous this looks. And mind you, this is after me sweating it out for about 12 hours because I'm pretty warm right now. And I have a very dewy moisturizer underneath it. I am really impressed with this stuff. The thing about this that made me want it is people talked about it being an innovative, different foundation that kind of like forms a second skin on your face. And I really do feel like that. I feel like it's a good looking foundation. The other one that's like that for me, well, I have a few, but one that stands out to me is the House Labs foundation. I have a similar experience, except this is thinner and kind of continues to thin out during the day, but it's a nice, beautiful, natural, your skin but better foundation. This one actually is still providing me coverage, even though you can see my entire skin texture, but it has evened it out. Y'all, I really like this. So this gets a big thumbs up. And I'm continuing to enjoy my Gucci lipsticks. I have one on right now, although this is sort of faded out after eating, you know, and doing everything I've done for the day. Y'all saw this in my like Valentine's Day romantic fragrances video. If you watch that, this was a really popular color. A lot of folks like that. I'm sorry, that color is called Love Before Breakfast. How freaking cute is that as a name? The color that I have on right now is called Valera Rose. This is a nice, very natural looking matte lipstick. It goes on so creamy, which is what I love about this. I'm always, look, I got so many lipsticks. It's ridiculous, but I'm always up for a fantastic formula. And this is one of the best. Like if you're going to splurge on lipstick, because friends, you can do Maybelline and you can do L'Oreal for $5 at the drugstore. You can get those on sale and they will give you a fabulous look. But if you're going to splurge, Gucci is one that is absolutely worth it. I love the elegance and simplicity of the component, and the formula is smooth. It's smooth like butter. Smooth. The other little luxury item that I have splurged on, and it's because I'm an affiliate of House of Sillage. I became an affiliate recently, which made me, of course, start looking around the site a lot more. And you know how that goes. You're like, I didn't even know I needed these things. Let me add it to cart. And House of Sillage does these really fantastic sales. So House of Sillage sent me as a gift, and I talked about this all in that romantic fragrances video. So I won't bore you, except if you're new to the channel, I did want to show you these. You might not be subbed to my fragrance channel. Oh my God. This is like a travel spray holder with Swarovski crystals, a little gecko, the little flowers, that a rose, the gem, and then this is a lipstick case, also with the same features. And all of those are little independent crystals all in there, and with the lipstick. So this sent me down a rabbit hole. And by the way, it comes in its own little case like that. So this has been in my purse, and it has the mirror. So this has been adorable, and I can't tell you how much I enjoyed looking at these. So I didn't pay for these. These were gifted to me by House of Sillage. But what I did pay for, okay, because I went down a rabbit hole and I was like, I need more in my life. The Disney X House of Sillage lipstick holder that looks like, look at that, Disney House of Sillage. Stop playing with me. I am a Disney fanatic, and this is like ultimate cuteness. So it comes like the same, you know, and you can use the lipstick that it comes with, or you can take it out and put in others. So House of Sillage, of course, had a half off sale on this, and they had a half off sale on the lipsticks. And I stocked up on probably about 5 lipsticks that I would really like. So these are staying in my purse. I also got another travel spray holder. How pretty is this? Stop it. And they had the travel sprays on sale for half off too. These come out and you can replace them with any one that you want. So I ended up purchasing, I think, 5 of the travel sprays while they were half off. That's the thing about House of Sillage. When they have those sales, pounds, especially if they're half off or 60% off. So anyway, I want to share with you some of the travel items that I have gathered. I've talked about these in a previous video, but I want to show you how they're actually working out. So let's talk about travel stuff next. So I told y'all that I was living my best pink life these days, and that I wanted to make my travel situation a lot easier now that I'm traveling more for work. So I went crazy on Amazon, if you remember from that video, and purchased 1,000 pink things for my travel gear, and I have this many regrets. That would be 0 goose eggs. I love it all. So I wanted to show you some of the cool things that I found that I am really enjoying. I mentioned the Motherlode backpack, that I wanted a wheeled backpack. It has the straps there to take on like as a carry-on. This thing is heavy. And I mentioned that it's from eBags, but it has so many cool features on it, including that it rolls. It's got all these pockets on it. This went on a trip with me recently, and despite its weight, I was very happy with everything that it held, because even for a one-night trip, your girl done packed up the world, because what? I'm all about being in my maximum comfort and luxury stage. So let's talk about a little bit of the products that I took. I don't even know where to start. There's so many cool little things to show y'all. I'm going to start with my computer bag, which actually I've had this. I've had this for a while. I didn't purchase this recently. This I got off of Amazon. I don't even know if this exists on Amazon anymore. By the way, if I can do it in time and be disciplined enough, I'm going to try to actually link all this stuff for you. So if you're interested in purchasing any of this stuff, you can check out the description box and the links. Oh, let me say this first. One of the things I wanted to do to reduce travel drama was to have things at the ready. So a way that I did that is that all the products that I'm going to share are in 2 bins that look like this. And then I just slide these into the bottom of that linen closet right there. And when it's time to travel, I pull them out, fill these things up, and throw them in the bag. And that has worked for me the recently, 2 times that I've traveled. So this has like a soft interior for my laptop and pockets. And it's what? It's pink. Love. And then along the same lines, going along with technology, I purchased a pink tech bag. I researched a lot of stuff. You know how that is with Amazon. You can be up for hours and hours researching what you want, and it's just a little bag. So this is from the company Bag Smart, and they're pretty prominent on social media and on Amazon. And I love, love, love that it has pockets for everything I could imagine. I have my Splenda. I have a pen. I have a what? A pink charging brick. We're really in on this pink thing. I have all my little like Listerine strips for my breath because I drink a lot of coffee and I don't want to be up in people's faces smelling all funky. I got my lip balm. I got all of my cords, every cord for everything you could possibly need. I have this, which holds my what? Pink headphones. Stop playing with me. I have these. I don't know if I got these off of Amazon. I think I did, but I wanted to show you what they are. Again, if I can find these, I'll link these for you. These look like little wipes, but they're actually like soap. This is soap. So if you're in the restroom and the soap has run out, or if you don't want to touch the same nasty thing that everybody else touches to pump the soap out, if you're like paranoid about that, I'm not, but I can understand why people are. You can use this under running water and it turns into soap. So you can wash your little hands and be fresh and so clean, clean. So fresh and so clean, clean. I got all my little mints and gum. These are the little Listerine strips. Have y'all seen these? Have y'all seen these? Probably going to find out that they're really, really bad for you, but it's just a little strip and it dissolves on your tongue. I don't want to do it right now because I have Coke taste in my mouth, Diet Coke, but you put it on your tongue and it literally dissolves and it like instantly freshens your breath. Get out of here. Who invented these things and how genius is that? So anyway, all of that is sitting out in this really cool tech bag, all my charging bricks, all that stuff. Love this thing. So this comes out of my travel bag on airplanes or in the car, and it's in my lap or under the chair or whatever so that I can access all my cords as I need them. You can't tell me nothing, y'all. And then I have, in addition to the charging brick in there, I got this little charging brick. I have 2 of these. One in the purse that I carry every day so that if I'm in the grocery store, I can go ahead and plug this in the grocery store. But so you don't have to take out the big charging brick. This can just stay in your phone, you know, plugged into the bottom of your phone the entire time if you would like. Let's go on to like hair and makeup and comfort. Y'all remember me talking about this cute little thing? Oh, stop playing. This is the Wavy Talk blow dryer. I'm very, very funny about my blow dryer. I don't know how you guys are. I need my blow dryer to really get my hair super dry. I don't really have time for the rinky-dink dryers that are in hotels. I can't stand them. They take me forever and they make my hair frizzy. Normally because they don't have this piece. I mean, that's what gets the flow right onto a certain spot. Anyway, this thing is powerful and it's small, and then this part comes off for travel. So that's been really great. And then it just keeps going and going. I do have a pink brush, ceramic, and this is from Olivia Garden, which is a really good line of hair brushes. They're really nice. I have a pink comb, and then I also have a pink flat paddle brush for just like the initial, you know, brushing out for when I get out of the shower if I've washed my hair before I go in to blow dry it with this. Your girl is prepared. Prepared! I have at the ready deodorant, a hair thing that I can put my hair back in, a travel size hair foam because I have to put a little product in my hair, you know, toothpaste, that sort of thing, a little pill box, a nail file. I even have the pink alligator clips for your hair. We come prepared. This is probably one of my favorite finds because I didn't think it was going to be good. This thing, which is both a hair straightener and a hair curler all in one. You can kind of flip it while you're doing your hair and it actually creates a nice curl. And these holes, there is hot air that comes out while you're straightening or curling to set the hair. Get out of here. This has been really, really good. It warms up super quickly and it does the job. You can adjust the temperature on it. I like it to singe my hair. which is probably why I have hair damage now. And then I got this like silicone thing to stick this in if I do it in the morning and need to travel and don't have time for the contraption to cool down. So that's been working out. I don't know if I shared that I am traveling with my own little robe, even for one night. It makes such a difference. I really want a pink one. So this has pink in it, but it's not totally pink. This I got on Amazon too. And I have several of these, and it's lightweight and stretchy. And it's a robe that you can put on after you shower, or like for me, when I come back after with my colleagues, like having meetings or dinner with them or whatever, and I get back to my hotel room, the first thing I want to do is get out of like my work clothing, whatever that was, and put on a comfortable little robe. And what? Stop playing with me. My little fuzzy snoozy slippers. These are literally called snoozies if you know that brand. So I got these off of Amazon too, and they're super comfortable. The difference with having these little creature comforts when you travel is like everything. Or at home, friends, you can have these in your regular home at the ready for yourself, and they make such a difference being there ready for you when you get home. I like to have a fan when I sleep. I need like the white noise. I don't need it, but I like the white noise. It makes it much more comfortable. I like a little breeze on me. So this I got on Amazon as well. Maybe I could have gotten it in pink. I got it in this color, and it sits on like a dresser or whatever, and I plug it in. So it's just blowing nice air at me all night. That's 3 speeds. Oh God, that feels so good. Oh, it didn't work. I haven't had a chance to use these yet, but I did get these like packing cubes. You know, they're in all sizes. They're nested in here together, but when you want to keep your certain kinds of outfits together. I also got some new glass cases. So do y'all remember? These need to be cleaned. They're disgusting, the lenses on them. But remember I talked about this Bulgari set of glasses that were a little bit on the pricey side, which in fact I need to, gosh, Veronica, I need to submit for the reimbursement for these. But look at the little pink mother of pearl inlay. You can't tell me a thing, y'all. And then I got this cute floral case for it with what? A pink thing to clean your glasses. I mean, then of course you got to have your makeup bag. I don't love this one the most, but I'm still going to use this for other things. I ended up getting a second makeup bag. This is also pinky, but a little bit more pale. This is also from Bag Smart. But anyway, I have some of the essentials in here, like the pink holder for the sponge for your face, for your makeup products, you know, just some essentials in here, brushes and other things. And I like that it has little pockets to put your makeup and so forth. I might transfer over to this bag and then use that one for like my deodorant and whatnot. But this one is called Bag Smart, and it's like a wide mouth one. I'm getting to the good part because there's something so cute in here that I want y'all to see. I did get a couple of these clear bags. So like that is to clean your makeup sponges. This is to, you can use pills, put your pills in there. It's like has a slot for all your pills, you know, like a little razor for when you need to get the little hairs off of your face off and that type of thing. You got the idea, your razor to shave your legs, blah, blah, blah. Y'all don't need to see all of that. I got my little hair bonnet, my shower bonnet, y'all. Look how cute this is. What if I wore this for like fashion? I look like strawberry shortcake with this thing on. I told y'all I was not playing around about having my Tom Ford travel sprays. I got other stuff in here, but this is the best dry shampoo. Europa, is it called Europa? Euphora. Euphora. You have to use a hair dryer with it to get it to activate. But anyway, I've got Soleil Neige, I've got Soleil Blanc, I've got Soleil de Feu in travel sprays here for my Tom Ford collection. And that is what I've been taking, although I have some other fragrances that I would use for travel also. But my friends, the item that I am loving the most, that I am like tickled to death about, you guys remember me telling you about this set of travel containers. They come in different colors. I ended up with the color petal pink, and they're magnetized. So the bigger jars like this do this honeycomb thing, and they have these plates that are interchangeable. Like you can take the plate off the top if you want to label it something different. And here's the best part. Y'all, I'm so impressed with this. Look at this bonnet on me. Everything's airtight. You put your product in here, you close it, and you don't have to worry about it again. It's not coming out. It's not spilling. It's not crushing. You can run a car over this stuff. It's like a rubbery material, but it's really hard and dense. So I have that. And then I have some for all of my little makeup, not makeup, excuse me, skincare needs. Like there's one for moisturizer. There's one for lotion. There's a cleanser. There's a balm. There's a bunch of these things. This is for my retainers because I gotta keep my teeth cute. I am so thrilled with all of these products. You can't tell me nothing. I am like as posh as I want to be. The other thing I did recently is, because I could, I didn't have to. I was traveling for work, but I upgraded to first class on the flight back. It was like an extra, right under 200, like an extra $180 or something to upgrade to first class. I had it and I was like, why not? It's going to be late at night. I'm going to be tired. And there's nothing I maybe dislike more than being aggravated by other people when I'm boarding a flight. You might have the talkative person next to you, the crying child. Hey, I've been the mother with the crying child. I know what that's like. I empathize. You just never know what you're going to get on a flight. And so I upgraded to first class and I had no regrets. Got on first, got off first, and it was a very, very enjoyable flight experience. Can't do that all the time, but I did that time and it was great. So if you can treat yourself to that, I would say go for it. The other things I've been loving are more about routine. And so I talked about the Barefoot Dreams robes in a different video. I have two. This is in like the ultra chic ribbed pattern. There's lots of, not lots, there's some different patterns. So I have two of them. I have a robe and then I have like a cardigan that I wear like a robe because it's kind of long. And these are super comfortable. So let me tell you something. I don't get hot flashes anymore because I started hormone replacement therapy. I'll talk with y'all about that in a different video, my decision to do that, how it's going. Spoiler alert, I freaking love it and can't believe I waited so long to start thinking about that. It's been amazing. But before that, I was getting super hot flashes. Well, kind of sort of super hot flashes, not like some people that just sweat profusely. I would get warm, like infernal warm, and just like heat up tremendously and be really uncomfortable. Where I'm going with this is I like to put on my robe at the end of the day, like after dinner, come upstairs after all the kids are like settled in or whatever. And I like to switch out into my robe and get cozy. And I would put on a heavy robe that felt good when you first put it on, right? But then as your body warmed up to it and it warmed up to your body, then it would get to be too much, too heavy. Like my back would be sweaty. I would break out into like hot flashes. Too much. What I love most about the Barefoot robes, in addition to them being like supremely soft and comfortable, so fluffy and comfortable, they give you some weight. Like this material is hefty on you, but it feels lightweight in terms of how it allows your skin to breathe. I have not felt hot in these robes and I live in them right now. I mean, I live in them. God forbid anybody should ring my doorbell. I'm not opening it because I'm chilling out in my robe, living my best comfortable life. So if you have not gotten into Barefoot Dreams robes, or if you were like me and thought, it's no way, there is no way on God's green earth I'm paying $180 or something for a robe. Look, get over that and get yourself a robe. These are so stinking comfortable. Try them out. Go to like a Nordstrom's or something like that that carries the line and see what fabric you like, which length you prefer, what style. They got clothing. They got all kinds of stuff going on and it's awesome. So I'm loving the routine of switching into that cozy clothing and signaling to my body that it is time to wind down. I'm really, really loving my skincare routine. I think I have it down. I have probably 3 products that I use in the morning, aside from like my cleansing ritual. I cleanse, I exfoliate, and then I have like a 3-step process after that. And I have like a 3-step cleansing process at night before I put on my moisturizer and all of that, and my serums. I am in the realm of having a handful of products in the morning that I really love and a handful at night. And maybe some extras that I'm trying out and all of that, because I'm always wanting to see what's new. But I've gotten to a core set of products that I love, love, love. I talked about my skincare routine in a previous video. If you're interested in that, let me know. I realize I don't have the most ideal skin to speak of, but when I tell you that my skin is reverse aging, or at least not aging further. I mean, there's no such thing as like reverse aging your skin. I'm not doing a Benjamin Button, but my skin is not getting any worse. And considering the damage that I've done to my skin over the years from like sun, being out in the sun with no sunscreen on and all of that in my youth, it's amazing. My skin has been this resilient and responsive to the products that I have used. So I'm thrilled with that. I love the mood that is set of like self-care when I take care of my skin in the morning and in the evening. I still love the mood setting where I put on the YouTube video. There's one going in the bedroom right now that has like a night scene with fireflies. And it's like the most soothing, meditative music with soft lighting in the room. And it just kind of like sets the mood, like I mentioned before, to get your mind to unwind and settle down and know it is time to go to sleep soon. That's that whole circadian rhythm thing that is very, very important for our mental health, our stability, our emotional moods, all of that. Another way that I set the mood is with scents. And so I have candles going. As you know, I'm still loving my Capri candles. In fact, I have an order of an additional 6 coconut santal and blue jean fragrances that are just amazing. I've talked about those ad nauseum and have gone through very many of them. And so I won't do that to you today, but I have been decluttering, which I'll talk about in a second. And one of the things I have had a hard time decluttering because I like the scents, I just don't wear them on my body, are the Demeter fragrances. I had so many of these at one point because I really adore the unique way that they capture these realistic scents, these photorealistic scents. Thunderstorm, oh my gosh, this thing is addictive. If you like the smell of petrichor, like, you know, what's in the air right before a thunderstorm erupts or it rains, you get a heavy rain, like how the air smells, this captures it beautifully. This is called Rain, and it's kind of like, again, the smell of rain. Like, isn't that weird? Like, does rain smell? But the way the air smells when it's raining, like the mixture of like wet concrete with a little bit of earthiness, with a little bit of like floral touch, especially if it's summer and the ground and leaves and whatever are coming alive as it rains. Really, oh, so good. And then similarly, I have Wet Garden, which smells like a wet garden, a luscious, this smells so much like a greenhouse. So I just couldn't bring myself to like give these away or try to sell some of my favorite scents. I do have a lot of the other scents that I haven't been into in a while out on Mercari, but these I have a special place in my heart for. So I have taken to spraying down my robe, spraying down our towels, and spraying down the shower right before I shower. And then when you run the shower, the heat from the steam mixes with the scent and just creates almost like this spa-like experience. And when I tell you I spray heavy, I'm in there like, 30 sprays all over the shower so that it can be captured as the steam is mixing with that and kind of like creating this pungent smell. So I'm loving the relaxing mood that, oh my God, I had an entire inch of hair that somehow made its way into my eyeball. Setting the mood has been really lovely. And then another thing I'm doing during the day that has been so helpful is using, you probably have seen fitness influencers talk about these like ad nauseum, and I resisted for forever, because I was like, that looks so gimmicky. And then I ordered one on advice from my physician, and I'm in love. These are called Elements, and it's spelled LMNT. These are packets, electrolyte packets, and they're salty. The slogan of the company is Stay Salty, with the notion that being salty actually helps balance your body. You know, we're so afraid of salt from the days of like people thinking that salt caused high blood pressure. Anyway, I won't get into all of that, medical myth, because I'm sure there's a lot of y'all that still really wholeheartedly believe that. But the idea of staying hydrated and balanced through electrolytes. So I will pour one of these into a tall Stanley-ish cup. I don't have a Stanley cup, but I do have a big 40-ounce like tumbler. I don't have it up here with me. And I'll mix it, and it's salty and it's delicious. I love the watermelon flavor and the citrus. I think there's a raspberry one. I recently ordered like a chocolate series, so I'll let y'all know what I think about that. But I go through 3 or 4 of these a day, which is probably too much. But when I tell y'all I feel alert, I feel hydrated, it actually takes away my bloating. I know that sounds counterintuitive because we've been taught for years that salt creates bloating. It's actually the combination of other foods that you're having that create the bloating. And sometimes that's associated with being salty. Anyway, talk to your doctor about that. Don't take my word for it if you think I'm crazy. But these Element packets have been a game changer for staying hydrated during the day and for decreasing my bloating. Like literally being able to take my rings on and off with ease because my fingers are not swollen from poor eating choices has been great. And I think the last thing that I want to say, and I kind of started this at the end of last year, and it's continuing, is I'm loving very vigorously and aggressively decluttering things. And, you know, I'm in this mode of like letting go of all of the crazy guilt about things that we don't even know we carry and that dictate the way that we operate in our lives and the things that we hold on to and the things that we allow to happen to us and the things that, anyway, you get the idea. Guilt can have its own sort of, it can take on a life of its own in your life. So I've been doing that with my fragrance collection. I've been like, I wouldn't say like Marie Kondoing it, but I've been like, am I really still enjoying this fragrance enough to wear it again? I don't have to love it, but I have to like it enough to think, I think I want to wear this again. And if the answer is no, it's been going up on Mercari. And I've been getting more fragrances in and I need the room. So that's been happening. Same thing with my kitchen and pantry items. Pantry in particular, I mean, you guys, like we had, oh my God, we had oatmeal in the pantry that had been in there for years. Some items last a really, really long time. And then other items, you know, where you're just like, we're never going to eat this. Why is it sitting in our pantry and taking up space? So that stuff's been going, and slowly but surely we've been decluttering different portions of our home. It's just a really nice, freeing experience. It always has been and it always will be. I enjoy the process of decluttering. It's therapeutic, especially if you're making way for either nothing, so you can have blank spaces, which is nice sometimes, or if you have other nice things coming in. Like there have been some recent sales over President's Day weekend on different fragrance sites, and I've done some hauling. So I'm really excited for that stuff to come. I don't feel guilty or bad about it. Save for it, I spent it. You know what I mean? And I'm excited for them to come in and try them. But my rule is 1 in, 1 out. 1 in, 1 out. So things have been going up on Mercari and selling, and I've been super thankful for that. So that's it. That's all the things that I can think of that I've been loving lately. I didn't go through the skincare products one by one. Maybe we can do that in another video if you're interested in that. I appreciate you hanging out with me. In the next video, I'd like to talk a little bit more about some life reflections around career and health that I've been thinking about lately and are in keeping with a lot of the sort of theming on this channel, my previous sort of evolution of thoughts that I would love to share with you and get your thoughts on. I hope that you all are well. Thanks for hanging out with me this long for this chatty video, and take care. I'll see you in the next one.